My name is Martin Kneece. I'm from Jackson, South Carolina, and this is my In the Bag. Never done one, so I'm pretty excited. Vern hit me up, which is a big shout out to him too. So we're gonna go through things quickly though, because I'm 1,007, been 1,000 rated for about a year now. I throw, for some context, I throw 475, 470 max, and that's not like a big flex line or nothing. That's pretty hyzer flip, turnover, drift. I'll throw it during a tournament as well. I'm mainly I'm all disc wrapped in DGA, so I've basically just nostalgia at this point. I just love them. Been throwing them since I started in 2014, so I've been playing for 10 years off and on, consistently MPO for the last 3. All right, so we'll start. I guess everybody starts at the top, right? So starting with putting putters. I carry 3 to 4 at a time, just some beat up fierces and some brand new ones. Kind of working these in at the same time, but I like them because they're grippier, and I putt hyzer to flip up from distance, so I don't really, it's a lot more spin than straddle, so it's from the chest, so very spinny, very understable. Might be the highest rated player in the world that putts with fierces. Might be nice to know. But 3 to 4 of them, and then old trusty break. Let's go to next speed. So I don't throw putters very well. They're very deep for my hands. I'm only 5'5", 150 pounds, so throwing a deep putter is just hard for my finger. So go breaker, and always got to have a little bit more stable one. Shout out to Ben Bergerman. He's got me this old 10-year. It's pretty beat up now. Took 10 throws. So PL, just old one. So hyzer flip, 250. Gets up to maybe 280. We're going into mids. And kind of my new disc in the bag, I guess isn't a mid, I guess is a zone GT. So just feels amazing in the hand. I never threw a zone, so having a zone in the bag is of course nice. Well, the test flights are a lot more stable, so these are still like just a normal beat up zone. So I go mid ranges next, very classic Comet or Rift. Very flippy one for technical long jump putts, big hyzer flips. Rift, new in the bag this year, a little bit better than a buzz for the hyzer flip to turnover. Just know it's going to turn over. Then we always keep 2 buzzes in the bag. Any kind of mid ranges you can throw pretty hard and flat with a little bit of hyzer or even a little bit of flex is buzz. So all these go up to 340 when I'm feeling really good. So I'm comfortable around 300 to 320. 340 is kind of my max. If I have to get one to turn over, anything 350 with a turnover from flat to turn, not from hyzer flip, buzz. I have to throw in there a quake. Wish I could find a better, like a straighter quake to replace some buzzes, just because they're more torque resistant for backhands and forehands, but all of these discs got forehand. Going up in speeds there, I try to only carry 1 stalker, but a lot of times, of course, it just depends on how far I'm throwing for the day. So if I'm for the tournament that weekend, if I'm needing to throw more shots around 350, upwards of 400, then a buzz might come out and a stalker might go in. Because stalker goes same distance, same everything, hyzer flip up to turn, even annies to just holdovers. Stalker up to about 380, I would say. So going up in speed, we're going up to vultures. That is my disc. Vulture and Predator. So we got flippy vulture, very hyzer flip to almost roller. Micah Groth vulture. That's a hyzer flip. It's going to turn over for sure. And then we have a little bit more stable vulture. That's kind of what I always carry, is they're all straight to understable for the vultures, because one of my favorite discs of all time has been the Predator. Just recently in the last few months, I'm able to actually throw them really hard on backhands. So this one sent to me, well, not sent, but given to me by Joey Buckets, and still pretty stable. Got a little flex out of the backhand, but I like them a little more than the Raptor because they have a little bit more bite and a little bit more skip, because I already carry a vulture that doesn't do that. So I already can do the hyzer flip to turn, or if I need a vulture, I'll go to the bag and go to the car and get another stable vulture. Predators are just that nice, hard backhand that you can throw as hard as possible knowing they're not going to turn over. This green one is a little bit lighter weight, a little bit more beat up, and it is that perfect mash. I can throw it as hard as I want on a hyzer or flat, and it goes as far as my vultures, but with a little bit more bite, so it can handle some more wind. These are all, I would like another vulture, or I'd like to switch out another predator, so hopefully this won't beat up into a flip one, maybe like the blue vulture. And then, since I got a noodle arm, we're going to distance riders. We're gonna go from most understable. Got this one out of a used bin somewhere, not quite sure where. Look at that thing, super flippy, like Roller City. But we'll go through my forehands in 2 seconds. But this is my big backhand super flip. The opposite end of the spectrum is an overstable Nuke OS. You gotta have one because you gotta be able to throw some flex line at some point. Just a sharp ante or just a chop forehand. Backhands, if it gets 20 plus miles an hour, maybe, but very seldom you'll see me throwing this just flat backhand. It's a bad day for that. And then we go venoms and nukes. All these are kind of irrelevant because it's just whatever is feeling good for the weekend. If this one is the most distance-oriented one, that's the one I'm going with. Overstable venom, straight venom. So power hyzer as hard as I can throw it, flips up a little bit, rides as far as I can, fades out, handles some wind. Stable venom, overstable venom that I can throw about 410 on straight flat, but I can also flex this one. The straight venom, if I flex it, it's just gonna hold over the whole way. So those are my straight to overstable, and then I go nukes, all different stable nukes, understable nukes. But that's my bomber when I throw on hyzer to turn. So like I said at the beginning, I only throw about 470, 450 is comfortable for my distance. And so if I go over 400, vultures go up to 400, and then basically it's gonna be a venom or a nuke after that. The new Ezra ones are very domey, very glidey, a little good understable for me. They go out hyzer to the turnover, and then they still have a good bit of bite back to them. It'd be nice to see when they beat up. I'm a very big fan of these Paige Pierce ones, but you gotta find some domey ones that can turn. Now with that being said, I said nothing about a forehand. So I throw every one of these just forehand. Everything kind of works at the back level. I throw nukes at 400, 380 to 400 at max 400, and that's all hyzer flip up to fade out. I have a little bit more spin to speed. I don't really throw very fast with a forehand, but then I go all the way down to a breaker. It's all the same thing. They all go hyzer flip up, but I try more of a natural feel when it comes to a hyzer. Nothing in my bag is dominantly forehand or backhand. They're probably equally the same all the way through, besides of course the fiercest. So that's my in the bag. I think disc, everybody carries the same thing. Water, old grip bag, need a new one. He's wearing out a little bit. Don't carry anything specific besides always carry some tape, hand sanitizer, and some scissors, just in case. Super glue, always carry super glue. Anytime you're in around, super glue works. Shoes, fingers, everything, disc, whatever you gotta use it for, use it. That's my in the bag, and thank you to Vern. He is awesome. Peace.